What's going on, everybody? It should be good now. I apologize for yesterday's stream. It was absolute trash compared to the normal quality that we keep around here. What's up, Jordan? So yeah, yesterday was a bit of a shit show, but I fixed it today. So yeah. I got an Instagram question, which sparked the idea for the subtitle of this video. And the question is, you know what? Actually, I'll get to this in just like 2 or 3 minutes. I'll wait for some people to join in and say hi and hang out and whatever. Because people come in, they leave, I don't know, they're hanging out. I don't know what it is. So, hi, I'm in this situation. Yeah. What's up, Rob? How you doing, bro? How's life? Let's turn this just a little bit. Yeah. All right. How you doing, Rob? What's new with you, bud? So anybody who's going to be joining the replay of this, skip ahead to probably about 5 minutes into the video, and we'll get straight to it. What's up, Mariano? Cool. Was just in Vegas. Did you do some gambling, bro? You back in Toronto? That's awesome, dude. I would love to go to Vegas. If I were to ever buy a house in the United States, it would be probably in California, but not like LA. But it'd be in California or in Nevada. So I was there for CES. Yeah, I did a little bit. 1-0. Okay, I got you. Cool, man. Cool. It's good to see you, though, man. What's new with you, dude, besides Vegas? Man, it's a good thing I have an addictive personality, man. I would for sure have a gambling problem if I were to gamble. I prefer South Florida. I like Cali too. I mean, I'm Canadian, bro. Anywhere where it's warm, I'm cool, dude. Vegas is better for buying a house. Lots of good places in the suburbs there. Yeah, man. I heard, and the thing is, Cali's not that far away. I think it's only like a few hour drive or something like that too. So if you want to go to California, you can. That would be cool. Only one state over or something like that. Mostly just working away. Yeah, man. Yeah, same here, dude. For anybody who's just joining us now, we'll skip to the questions in about 2 more minutes. Oh, excuse me, give or take. Henderson is 20 minutes from downtown. I don't know what Henderson is. I might live under a rock. I don't know. Sounds like some sort of attraction. What is up? What's up, Biff? How you doing, bro? Biff? Bro, girl, I'm not sure. I don't think I've ever heard you say anything. It's a suburb of Vegas. Oh, okay, I got you. Cool. Suburb, very modern, nice places. Cool. Okay, expensive? Sounds expensive. What's up, Biff? Yeah, I've never seen you before. I think you might have been in my thing. I don't remember. I just wrapped up the Mandalorian as well. Yeah, I have. I watched it all. Yeah. I watched so I watched one episode like when it first came out, and then it took me a while to watch the rest. Then I watched episode 2 to 7, right? All in the same day. And then it took me another 2 or 3 days because I don't think it had come out just yet. And then it aired, and then I watched it. Yeah, but it's a good show. Not compared to Toronto, Vancouver prices. It's reasonable. Cool, man. All right, cool. That sounds awesome, dude. Very cool. It's very cool. All right. So I'm going to get right to the question that brought this video idea on today, which is I'm not going to mention his name, obviously. I'll keep his name out of it. But it goes, hey, Kyle, long story short, girlfriend broke up with me 3 weeks ago. And we had a drink. A couple days later, she offered me friendship, but I said no. 2 days later, she told me she misses me, and I told her, I miss you too, but I think we should give each other time to heal and move on from our relationship. Pretty strong move. She said, okay. Did I mess up by asking for space? And now is the burden of reaching out on me? It's been 2 weeks, no contact. So, yeah, they always offer friendship, don't they? Mandalorian, I thought was better than the Star Wars movie. I agree. 100% agree. 100% agree, dude. Oh my God. Like, Rise of Skywalker, I feel like made a better step, but it was still doo-doo. Anyway, let's not get into that. I'm going to have a whole separate channel on that kind of stuff. Let's move this back just a little bit. There we go. All right. So he says he does the masculine thing, which is, I miss you too. Sorry. What did he say? Yeah. He said, I miss you too, but I think we should give each other time to heal. So he did a strong thing, but he did it for the wrong reason, which I guess isn't really a strong move, is it? Because he did that to get her to maybe change her mind instead of actually doing it because he has high self-esteem and he feels he has he believes he has a value. So now that he said that to her, he's wondering if it was the right move. Now, if you're wondering if it's the right move, of course, this guy feels like he's missing her, obviously, right? He's missing her right now, and he's having a hard time. So would that be the appropriate statement verbatim as how it was said? That's what he said exactly was, I miss you too, but I think we should give each other time to heal and move on from the relationship. And I think he said that without actually processing the emotion of the actual breakup happening. I think he said that out of anger, or he said it because he knew what to say. And I think he was hoping that it would change her mind. And I don't think he did it coming from the right by asking for space. No, like your girl broke up with you, dude. You should absolutely at least appear like you're strong, right? So, and now he says, is the burden of reaching out on me? Well, she broke up with him, right? And the thing is, even though he said, yeah, I need some space to process us breaking up and all that, it's like he's wondering if it's up to him to reach out. This girl initiated the breakup. She needs to reach out to him and say, I don't think breaking up was the right thing to do. I think we need to work on things. That's what you're looking for if you're in this situation. You do not want to be back and forth, up and down. You want to be putting yourself in the best position to appear strong and masculine and confident. And he's not, obviously. So no, he should not reach out to this. It's been 2 weeks and no contact. Like 2 weeks is usually around the time where the relief stage starts to lift and your ex is asking, they're going to appear a little bit more curious. They're going to be like, oh, I haven't heard from you in a little while, especially if you did no contact the right way. If you did no contact the wrong way and you kept messaging her and you kept reaching out and you kept going down this road of weakness, the relief stage is going to last a lot longer. And then by then she's going to get over you. So if this guy doesn't hear from her, I hope he's doing no contact the right way, because if he is, he's going to hear from her eventually. And if he's not, then, well, here we are, right? So it's funny because I think he did it out of emotion and not logic. The right way to handle that when a woman says, let's be friends, no, I only see you as a romantic partner. I will never, ever be a friend. And then you say, if you do not see me that way, we have to go our separate ways. And you don't say anything else. The less you say after that, the better. Because then she knows if she reaches back out to you, it's got to be in a romantic sense. Man, YouTube has been bad with the notifications because I got a couple messages yesterday saying people are like, I never got a notification from you, by the way. So, and let's see what you guys had to say. Only would that be appropriate? Oh, sorry, I read that. Could I have said slightly the wrong way? That would have been a bit beta. I'm not catching on to what you're saying, Rob. Hold on. Let me keep reading. Maybe I'll catch it in a minute. He has to fully commit to what he wants, what he said. That's very, yeah. Like, and that's what I tell guys. I'm like, commit to the choice of what you want. What is it that you want? And no guy wants to be friends with a girl. Everyone knows that. So, especially an ex. And guys have to stop pretending, right? So when a girl tries to friend zone you, it's only because she wants to keep you as an option. So let's get real here. Yeah, and you have to stick to your guns. If he says to heal and move on, it's what has to be done. At least appear like that's going to be the only thing you're going to do. And then if she reaches out to you, that's when you start over. He said the right thing about denying friendship. I agree, 100% he did. Even if he did it the entire thing by accident, it's better this way than it is being a friend. I believe everything he said was right. You just stick to committing to it. That's the hard part. It's real easy to say you're going to do something. It's real easy to pretend, that not pretend. It's really easy to have the best intentions, right? But emotions are a lot stronger than logic most of the time. Question: what if she questions why he didn't contact in 2 weeks? There are two different ways this gets answered. One is more beta. What if she questions why he didn't contact in 2 weeks? Funny thing is about the friend zone is she respects you more if you deny it because it shows strength. If you accept friendship subconsciously, she sees that as weak. Yeah, because she knows it's not what you want. This is where nice guys always screw up, because nice guys pretend that they don't want a sexual thing with a girl. And they try to get in the friendship route and then to love. But women want sex a lot more than you think. So why would it be okay in their minds for you to say, as a man who women know men are a lot more sexual than girls because of that testosterone pumping through our blood? They know subconsciously that when you're like, I don't really care about sex, I just care about having a relationship, they know you're lying. So they're like, ugh. So if she does ask why he didn't contact, should the guy restate his position? Yeah. Okay. So if she says, why haven't you contacted me? He has to say, look, I'm sticking to my guns. If you're going to contact me, let's say her name is Sarah. He's got to say, look, Sarah, if you're going to contact me, you have to be willing to put forth the effort to repair, or let's just start over. That's got to be the angle you got to come from. If I was him, I would say, look, there's no pressure. We can take it slow, but I need to know that's going to be the direction that we're going in. Because you either have one or the other. You don't have an in between. Because you can be like fuck buddies, I guess, right? You can do that. But again, what is it that you want? Because guys will start accepting things like that instead of the truth. And the truth is, you want the relationship to continue. And guys, there's nothing wrong with wanting a relationship. Just make sure whoever you're having it with, make sure that whoever you're committing your time to, your heart to, your feelings, your emotions to, make sure that person is a good person. Make sure that person is someone that you value? So, do you like what's in between their ears, aka their brain? Do you like how they are with people? Stuff like that, right? You got to pay attention to that kind of stuff. It's really, really important. Good point. I find that a statement like that has to be articulated and presented properly. It's very easy to screw up at that point and sound weak. That's why saying less is always better. Always better. Guys always go into this verbal diarrhea of feelings and logic. They'll try to throw all this logic out at her. Like, we've been together for 7 years. You shouldn't just throw our relationship away. Acting as if it's like a bank investment. Less is more, less is better. So true. Yeah. Consistency is key and vital for men. Don't ever change for someone. Fuck. Guys change because of vagina. She's 27. I'm 37. She has blocked every ex she's had. Something's like attached to my face. Yeah. 10 years difference. Cool. She's blocked every ex she's had. She block you? Are you blocked, Chris? Well, don't change for someone unless you are beta and need to improve your life. I actually had a comment from a guy yesterday saying something like, first he dissed me, like saying something about my appearance. And if you say something about my appearance, I already know you're immature. Then I said, you love my content. Like, don't worry about it. Right. And it was really funny because, oh, my bad, Chris. I'll read that in just a second. And he said, he's like, if you even have this alpha versus beta like mentality, like your content is wrong or something like that. And I was like, why am I even talking to you? Like, if I talk to you, you're just going to beat me with your experience because you've been stupid your whole life. Like, I don't know. Some people live in this fantasy land. I don't know. There are people who act beta and people who act alpha. Embodying what those things are is every single day is what will bring the change. You know, classic blue pill man. I know, and he thinks he's red pill. That's the whole thing. That's what made me laugh. I just blocked him. I was like, you know what? Like, because I used to want to argue with people like that, but you can't beat stupid. You just can't. Right? Arguing with stupid is a waste of your time. Chris, I'm trying to find your thing. Let me find it. This is what happened to me. We dated 3 months. We dated for 3 months. Lived with me during that time. I did most of everything right. She broke up over text. Okay, I'm sorry about that. Excuse me. I wrote pleading for weeks, got blocked on Facebook. This girl sounds like a fucking personality disorder or something like that. See, the reason I'm saying that is usually around the 3-month, 4-month period. That's when they go screwy. I dated a girl like that once. It sucks. So many guys are not open to change and remain in their beta ways. Have a few friends and coworkers like this. They ask for change, yet don't implement change. That's when what bothers me about that, Rob, what triggers in my mind when you say that too, is guys who are like, I want to make money, or I want to change my life. There's a few people in my life that are like that now, and I have them kind of at arm's length. And they're like, yeah, like I got so much stuff that I want to do and change and blah, blah, blah. And I was like, okay, cool. Where's the action? When I did masculine energy, I started this and I went crazy with the content for a while, right? I was dishing out like 3 or 4 videos a day at one point, right? Just to get my ass moving. But yeah, change takes action. Action, it's so funny because changing your life is actually really simple to do. You just have to start over. Analyze where your life is at and go, okay, I got to take a step backwards, then go forward. It's all about you're changing what you have in here. The more you invest in yourself, the more rich you'll become. It's so weird how like that's such a hard concept to grasp. Yeah, it's hard to swallow the pill for most guys. How alpha versus beta mentality is wrong. Classic blue pill mentality. Yeah, I know. And he thinks he's red pill too. It's so funny. Conversation over. I know. It's so annoying. And he sits there like commenting on my channel, like dissing my appearance, first of all. You're a child if you do that kind of stuff. Cause that, like, as soon as you go to that route, especially a grown man, when you go down that route, because I know when a grown man has a question or says something about what I said, they're like, so if something I say gets challenged, I'm like, okay, you actually took the time to listen, you processed it, and then you had something that you believe is going against what I believe. Then we talk about it. That's the difference. But when you immediately come out the gate saying like something about my appearance, I'm like, okay, you're 12 years old. I'm not even going to talk to you at that point. I don't go like you would never say that to me in person. So, keyboard warriors, right? Same. Once someone demonstrates stupidity or blue-pilled ways, I am out of the conversation. No need to communicate. Exactly. Was a week before Christmas hard time. I'm sorry, bro. This is Christopher. I actually have a really good rule for you to start following, my friend. When you start dating a girl, 6-month probationary period before you start giving more and more and more. Like every month that goes by, if the behavior starts to increase in terms of how nice she is and all the nice things she does for you, and her actions get better and better over time, then open up your heart more, open up your presence more, give her more of your attention. What happened to you, my friend Chris, is you fell into the relationship pretty fast, and she was like, bro, like that's what happened with her. So, dude, it happens. Just I bet if we had a conversation about the whole thing, like man to man, I bet you I could figure it out in about 5 minutes what the problem was. Dissing appearance equals mega beta and or omega, man. Yeah. Again, like you develop a thick skin being on YouTube, as it is. But it really goes to show you how immature people really are, right? I acted so beta until I found you. Thanks, Kyle. Literally was blocked and contacted her through my friend's phone numbers. Oh, damn. And it was absurd for like a week. I would send long paragraphs and no reply. I feel ashamed, but I learned and accepted what is. You know what, dude? First of all, pat yourself on the back for learning and trying something different. Now, I will be straight up with you. That was obviously beta as fuck. But guess what? I used to be the same way. Anyone can change. You can become whoever you want to become. You're moldable. You're malleable. You can change. You can be better. There is this rhetoric saying like going around saying people don't change. People can't change after 25. People can't change after 27. You can. You absolutely can. It's what you do every day, right? Most people do. You're one of the few people. Yeah. Again, nobody's born. Well, that's a lie. There are people who are definitely born alpha as fuck. Actually, maybe that. I don't know if that's right. Actually, I think you're definitely molded into it by your father or an alpha female. That doesn't happen very often. Big Al, I miss my ex. Yeah. So Big Al, I was thinking about you and I was thinking about your situation and all that. Al, in the kindest way possible, it sounds like you need a mama. And I think what you do with your girlfriends is you put them in the place where they become mommy to you. By the way that you're talking to me, it sounds like you need to be held, And that's, again, I'm not trying to sound like a fucking asshole, but look, that's what you sound like to me. And if you're sounding like that to me, what do you think a woman thinks of you? We all used to have some sort of beta tendencies. Exactly. Society is what does it. I want to read a couple of good tweets to you guys that I saw as well. Yeah, it was my first time with a girl, so in time I will change. Dude, if you're young, do it while you're young. You can change, yet most people don't. Because most people aren't uncomfortable enough. When your bank account's empty, when you're hungry, and when you have no home, that will get you to and when you're heartbroken. Those things get you to change. Other than that, she left me for no reason. She just started to change. Al, you have nothing going for you, bro. You don't even have a job. Okay? What do you mean she left you for no reason? She left you because she felt like she was your mummy. That's why she left you. I can tell you that right now, dude. She never told you, but she doesn't need to tell you. And a guy has to be open to learning those alpha characteristics. Exactly. So the girl contacted my sister and told her she felt unsafe. But yeah, there's always a reason if she doesn't admit it. Exactly. The reason, look, there is always a reason, and sometimes she might not even know the reason, but all she knows is she's turned off by you, dude. So she's turned off, and you can't see past it because you miss her so much. But again, you miss the coddling, you miss being, taken care of, bro. Big Al, you don't even have a job. You have nothing going for you. You need some. You need some. Should I try and get her back? No, no, no. You should not try to get her back. No. What did I tell you in my last live stream? Look, you're 32. You're 32 years old. You need to get your shit together. Is what you need to do. Okay? You need to get your shit together first, which means get a job. Okay? And then when you get a job, that's when you start learning shit, and you go in and do it again. You start learning new ways of making money. You start learning new skills and reinvesting into yourself. You invite a woman into your life when you have an abundance mentality, not when you have a scarcity mindset, which is what you have. Okay? So I want to read you guys a good tweet that I saw today. It says, it's by Ralph Napilanto. I don't know how to pronounce his name, but you guys go follow him on Twitter. He's badass. He said, you want freedom? Stop trying to impress people and just live your life. Stop putting pressure on yourself to figure out what others will like. This leads to stress, anxiety, depression, and fear. Not everyone will like you, and who cares if they don't? Capiche? So I went and retweeted that on my Twitter, and my Twitter is menergy27. If you guys want to follow me, I repost that kind of shit all the time. So no, Al, don't try to get her back. Jonathan C says, last night I was feeling stressed from work and brought it home. My girl kept asking what was wrong with me, and I was just trying to calm down. Then she got stressed over the situation. Because when she sees you stressed out and bugged out by something, she's reacting to you. Okay, so women are like literally mirrors of you. So however you're acting is how she's going to act. Okay, you're the leader. Okay, so when you act all stressed out and all bugged out when you get home from a shitty day, she's going to be like, bro, like, she's going to make her stressed out. Okay, so before you go home, I would forewarn your girlfriend that you're feeling shitty. Then go take it out on a punching bag. Go somewhere and lift weights, whatever, to blow off that steam. And if it takes a couple of days, then you need to get it out of here. You're manifesting it into your body. You know how I know that? Because I'm the same fucking way as you. Okay? What's your Twitter handle again? It's menergy27. I'll show you what it looks like so you guys can see. It's this one. So menergy27. Okay? Follow me there. Was I in the wrong? How should I handle it next time? Like I said, blow off steam before. Okay, Jonathan, what are you in a relationship for? Right? I'm not asking you. Like, you guys are supposed to experience positivity together. Yes, you will experience negativity. Everyone knows this. It's going to happen. But as a man, you're supposed to be as positive as you can, optimistic as you can. You don't come home bringing that shit home with you. What your girlfriend wants from you is for you to go home. You know, she can you can be like, baby, I had a real bad day today. She's like, oh my God, come here. And she'll rub your back. Just be like, hey, if you rub my back, I got you handled later. Okay. Say shit like that. Right. You don't come home all fucking bugged out and okay. Reverse the situation. If she came home and she was all stressed out and pissed off, it would piss you off. You'd be like, bro, like, get that negativity away from me, especially if you guys are healthy people. Okay. So when you come home like that, just say, look, I need some space. And if she doesn't give you space, if she's up your ass like my girlfriend is when I need space, leave. Go for a walk. Okay? Because I have that kind of girlfriend too. She loves me so much that she wants to take care of my problems. But I say, baby, look, I need space from you because I'm gonna take it out on you, and I don't want to do that. Because that's my tendency. I have a bad tendency to do that. And that's something I'm working on, right? It takes time. So go for a walk. That's the first thing I would do. Just get away from everybody else that you can take it out on, and realize that you can't change the situation anyways, brother. Whatever happened, happened. And go into work tomorrow with a better attitude, better process your shit, okay? AEO log says, after my breakup, I'm in this weird mindset between the disliking naivety, however the hell you say that, of MGTOW, cool, and disliking the savagery of women's true nature. I don't know how to process these realizations. Bro, I get it. AEO, I get it. Understand that the only person that you can control is you. When you feel that way, when you're angry, or not angry, but you're disliking an entire gender, which is women, obviously, because of the shit that you're seeing, right? Okay, Rich Cooper, for example, love the guy, great guy. I don't know him personally, but I love his content. He's awesome as fuck. He puts a lot of content out there about the red flags of women and stuff like that. I am with a really good woman. Can that change? Can her attitude towards me change? Of course. But if I'm not perceptive enough, that's my fault, because I should be watching and adjusting, right? I'm not changing who I am based off of her. I'm live right now. Bye. So I'm not changing based off of her. I'm adjusting to what her attraction level's going to be if I need to push or pull. That's it, right? So hating a gender because of the way that they are is normal at first, but then you start to realize you can't change them. The only thing that you can change is yourself. The only person and thing you can do is research yourself, see where you suck, and improve. It will get better and better, and you'll start to attract high quality women, nurturing feminine women. And nurturing feminine submissive women are a lot easier to understand, because you're going to find them. You're not going to find them online either. You'll find girls that are like, yo, I'm not down with this whole like toxic masculinity fucking movement bullshit, right? Let's see, hold on. You'll start to find girls like that. So don't worry. And I get it, AEO, I do. Like, And then you follow up here saying, I feel like women must amount to no more than a replaceable accessory in your life, anything otherwise. Well, you can still love them. Okay. You can still love them. But when you understand them from that mindset, you're not going to be so quick to reveal all your cards and start giving like we normally do. Okay. That's how it should have been in the first place. I think that's the best way I can explain that, bro. I don't know how else I can go into that because I went through that too for a minute. But if you adapt and change yourself as much as you can, you'll be fine. I mean, and that's a really simple way of putting it, but that's the best thing you can do, dude, is just keep focusing on yourself. And as your woman keeps showing up in your life, how does, what's her attraction level like? Is it like a little bit lower or higher than it was yesterday or the week before? Just keep checking it and just keep working on yourself. And that's another thing. If you're too focused on what chicks are like all the time and kind of getting angry for it, you need to start putting more time into your stuff. If you find that, like, I'm not saying you don't, because if you find yourself doing that, it means your focus is in the wrong place anyways, right? You're here to give to the world and do God's work or whatever you believe in. Okay. Let me see here. Lane says, I got a question. Okay. So I was talking to this girl in Editor, like a group chat thing with my friends, like a forum, but it's like a dude's sense of humor. Now she's making me feel like a loser. Yeah. Don't invite girls into things like that. It's a bit of a mistake, but they don't think like we do. So you guys are going to drop guy jokes and say things that girls aren't going to like in there, especially nowadays. You know what I mean? Like, I invited a couple girls into the group for us on Telegram, and it just doesn't work out. We don't get along the same way, right? Rolling her eyes because I hang out with people online. Thoughts? Well, if she's rolling her eyes and judging you because you hang out with people online, that's her problem, not yours. That almost reminds me of girls like laughing or getting or saying something about you because you play video games online with your friends. The right woman is going to always respect like you for what you put out into the world. If a girl makes fun of you because of that, that's her problem. Please give us 5 reasons not to take our exes back. 5 reasons. Let me think about them as I go into this. So let me think of one off the top of my head. You don't know what she did when she was away from you. So you have no idea how long she was riding a cock carousel, so to speak. So that's a good reason. They didn't see value in you. That's a good answer too. So Gerson or Gerson, I'm going to say Gerson says, there's only one reason they didn't see value in you. That's a real good reason, right? If they lose their attraction to you to the point where they want to break up with you, they don't see you as a valuable mate anymore. That's the only reason I guess you need to see. Yeah. Good answer, bro. They won't try to work things out. Yeah. That's a frustrating thing. I want her to think the same things funny that I do. No, Lane, that's another thing I guess you have to understand about chicks is they don't think like we do, and men want them to. Us dudes, like, I do it to my girlfriend too. Like when I'm driving or when I'm doing something, I'm trying to explain car shit to my girl sometimes, and she's like looking at me like, huh? They just don't think like they don't value the same things that we do. And it's frustrating because you want them to care because that's how we love. We love in a different way. We love by explaining things. We show our love by explanation. We show our love by action and being there. We show our love by not necessarily saying I love you. It's more like favors and shit like that. Men just do it in a different way. So the fact that you want your girl to understand your jokes, it's your way of loving her, dude, or liking her or whatever. Because you want her to be, you want to be able to, go back and forth and have fun with her. But they're not supposed to be your pals. Yeah, some people are compatible, some aren't. And some girls will make it hard on you to make you feel shitty, and some won't. Look, I am in a relationship with a woman who makes my life a lot easier. Okay. Like, she doesn't get in the way of things. If I want to go hang out with my friends and say, look, I'm just going to go hang out with my friends tonight, she will say, oh, thanks for the invite. But she doesn't like push it. She doesn't make my life more difficult. She makes it easier. That's the kind of stuff that you guys should be looking for if you want to be in a relationship. If you don't want one, then don't bother. Just be alone. Or just mess around. It's cool. Usually girls that are young seek opportunity. When they find better, they want it. Why wouldn't they? And that's the thing. That's the thing. Why wouldn't they? If they have access to something better. See, us men don't understand it because we're loyal by nature. Hopefully. Right? If you have a guy friend, if you're a loyal guy, which most guys should be, hopefully, that's a naive thing to say because I know not most guys are. Some guys are good guys, right? We also want women to be like us because we want them to be loyal. We want them to be like, well, even though there's other guys out there that are better, you should stay with me, which isn't going to push you to be the best version of you, is it? If I know that there are guys out there that are better looking than me. There are guys out there that are taller than me. There are guys that are more rich than I am. My girl chooses to stay with me. Why? Because she understands that I have potential to get better every day, and I treat her a certain way. If you're masculine as fuck, and she sees a lot of other guys are not, she'll stay with you a lot of the times. Hope that makes sense. But don't get angry at them for being the way that they are. Just accept it and then adjust, right? I see too many guy jokes around her. She couldn't take it. Yeah, I don't do that. Low self-esteem. She thought she was fat. That's common, dude. Said I was nagging her. Nagging her? What the hell does that mean? To explain to me what that means. I thought you said nagging. I know what that means, but what does negging mean? She's currently on her period and overly sensitive about things. What girl isn't? When they're going through this and are upset at you, you should let things cool off and try to make things better. Okay, so when a chick is going through a rag or Shark Week, it's difficult because you're like, okay, what do I do, right? Honestly, dude, you can't really win. Negging means to compliment with a downer after. Oh, I got you. Okay, I got you. Okay, so Jonathan, depending on the woman, because my girlfriend's not too bad for this again. I find that women's periods just amplify how they're already feeling. So if they're angry, they'll get more angry. If they're upset, they'll get more upset and just blow it out of proportion. If a girl's acting like that, you just have to be a rock and just be like, okay, and just don't let anything she says bother you. Don't let it rile you up. And if she's upset at you, should you let things cool off or try to make things better? If you try to make things better when she's in that emotional state, it's not going to go very well. Now, changing her mood is how you're going to get her to do things for you. But when you're pissed, like really pissed off about something, and someone tries to say, calm down, or relax, bro. It just pisses you off more. So yeah, don't do that to her. When people try to tell me to calm down, I get more angry, for sure. So yeah, don't do that. Don't try to force. That's forcing it. Don't force it. Just relax. Take it easy. So if she says something to you that's really offensive, you say, "Look, I'm not going to take that shit from you," and go bounce, go for a run or a walk, or go to the gym, or go to a friend's house or something like that. I don't know why I'm yawning. I'm not even tired. I don't feel tired. Explain that nagging thing to me then. We dated 3 months. That was the only convo we had before our text breakup. She's just not interested, bro. She lost her attraction for you. Like, don't look for the details, like you're doing this or you're doing that. Bro, she lost attraction for you and she just said some stupid shit. Don't worry about it, man. God, I'll compliment a girl and say romantic things, then she'll apply with, that's cringy. Okay. Gerson, have you ever gone to a restaurant or a movie date, not a movie date, gone to the movies, been in public, and there's a guy that's overly needy? Have you ever seen that with your eyes before? A guy that's got his arm around his girl and she's like, bro, can you like stop? Like, have you ever seen that? That makes you go, ugh. That's what that means. The compliments that you're throwing to her, especially if you give compliments over texts, it's going to seem not very authentic. Corey Wayne would call it bribes for sex. But basically you're saying things about her appearance, her personality. Oh my God, you're so beautiful. You could stop a train with your beauty. Like, don't say shit like that to girls, man. You guys want to know a cool little secret? When you're trying to get with a girl, come at it with the angle that she's like a friend. Treat her like a buddy. Okay? Now, this is going to sound kind of fucking weird, right? Because guys automatically think that when a girl does that to us, that it's going to be the same exact narrative. It's not. So for example, let's say there's a table of like 6 people and there's like 3 girls and 3 dudes. Okay. You guys are hanging out. You guys are having some beers, having a good time. And you and your buddies are talking. However, you're talking to them, besides the stupid dude jokes, don't take it too far. There's ladies in the room. Have that understanding, but also be like look, okay, when you and your friends talk about some things, you challenge each other. You're like, bullshit, fuck you, you're an idiot, like whatever. That's how you and your friends banter with each other, but you don't mean it. You just treat each other like homies. Take that same approach to girls. And what that's going to do is that's going to come across to them as, oh, okay, he's got a take it or leave it attitude. He's looking to have fun. He's not looking for anything serious. That's why you do that. So again, understand there's ladies in the room, that bullshit. So don't be like, oh my God, like I was wiping my ass and I got 15 dingleberries on it last night. Don't say that kind of shit. You know what I'm saying? What you say is, you crack your jokes, you have a good time, but don't try so hard. You're a try hard. That's what that comes from. So don't compliment girls like that. When a girl's beautiful, she knows she's beautiful, bro. Show her with your actions that's so, not with your words. You know what I'm saying? That's where a game comes. You have to understand game. You don't like when you get a girlfriend, you don't try to get her. You just get her. You're just like, oh, like, what's your phone number? Right? I don't recall if I ever told my girlfriend when I first started dating her, like before we actually got together, that she was beautiful. I think I just said, hey, what's your phone number? Like, let's hang out. Something like that. I don't even fucking remember how I even asked her out. We just started going out. It was simple. My ex was jealous of the girl I'm dating whenever she texted me. Do you think she would be upset when she would see us together? Uh, maybe, but does it matter, Samuel? Right? She doesn't know we are dating. Does it matter? Is your ex contacting you saying how much she misses you and loves you and wants to be with you? And how much of a mistake that, obviously girls aren't going to come forward and say that kind of shit all the time. But is she reaching out to you? Do her actions say otherwise? Right? Men are the true romantics. It's very true. The biggest concept that hit me during post. I learned that in the Rational Male. Do I have that with me? I do. So I learned that in the Rational Male. Men are the true romantics. We just love in a different way. Women sort of have this like, what have you done for me lately mentality, whereas guys are like, we've invested 7 or 8 years together, so we should stay together forever. True romance. If a guy starts fucking up for too long, depending on the resilience level of that woman, your relationship will be over sooner or later. And how many times have you heard, like, if you go around and look around, if a girl, let's say a girl gets in a car accident and loses her legs, a man will stay. A man will be like, yo, I got you. I'll take care of you. Like, I don't give a shit. But a woman, if she's got to mother him for the rest of her life, she has a hard time staying. There's a lot of stories out there with that kind of shit. Let's be real. I mean, you don't see it very often, right? Men are the true man. Yeah. So the girl didn't want to date, and I knew that. I knew that meant she didn't want to date me, but she said, "I love you," and I don't get it. Don't listen to what a woman says. Guys have this problem all the time, dude. Okay. Dudes are the stronger sex, right? Like physically. We're physically bigger, we're physically stronger, faster, better at violence. You know what I mean? What do women have against us? Their words, right? They use their words against us. And we're like, okay. We fall for it like idiots. That's it. How do you think they're able to manipulate their way into doing certain things? Now, I don't mean right now. It doesn't really happen. It happens still today. But I'm talking about like during survival. You know what I mean? Because for a woman to survive in hunting and gathering days, she had to be part of a tribe where there was men, right? Do you really think that mentality, that subconscious behavior is gone? That's why women seek out strong men. Women want strong genes to pass on. Strong guys get shit done. Excuse me for the noise. So I want to read another tweet. One sec, guys. I'm trying to find it. Conor McGregor fight is next weekend, actually, I think. Next weekend or the weekend after. I broke my phone, by the way. I cracked it right here. I dropped it like an idiot. This is a good tweet. We live in a world of abundance, yet our brains are running on scarcity. You have the ability to rewire this, but it takes discipline. This is where you guys are suffering. This is where my mindset changed when I first started these channels. You have the ability to rewire this, but it takes discipline and daily action. When you enact discipline over any aspect of your brain, it acts accordingly. Discipline is a tool, not a punishment. That's very true. 10 ways to strengthen your presence. Walk with your head up, give a firm handshake, speak loud enough and clearly, develop good posture, give strong eye contact, take nothing personally, own up to your mistakes, embrace challenges, dress to impress, and lift. This is a good one too. You are always being interviewed. It could be a potential friendship. It could be a business partnership. It could be a romantic relationship. It could be a job interview. Treat people well. You never know what your next promotion is going to be or when it's coming. Something that is routine for you may be a new skill for someone else, like journaling, working out, or eating clean. Don't view them from your lens. You may undermine their new journey. That's why I hate people that are like, so easy, bro. I try not to do that. I said that before, and I get on myself about it because it's not easy for other people. View them from their lens and give them encouragement early on. 10 virtues lost in modern society: courage, integrity, modesty, commitment, honor, loyalty, discipline, discernment, humility, and authenticity. Happiness is accessed by living a life of virtue. Oh, I love Twitter. Twitter's like one of my favorite apps, honestly. I used to hate Twitter, but I love it. We met up 2 months after the breakup. She was cold as fuck. And when I asked her what's wrong, she was like, you didn't fight for me. You didn't text me on my birthday. Let girls like that, let them go, dude. You didn't fight for me. Like, what are you, 12? Bro, that relationship never would have worked out anyways. I promise you. You would have been pissed off all the time. Hey, Kyle, I come to you with a new breakup story fresh off yesterday. Sure, go for it. I'm surely starting to think that women are synonymous to evolution and the evolutionary process. You either adapt to their constant hypergamy and improve to ignore them and languish. Well, when it comes to hypergamy, I feel like you can stunt it if you're absolutely chasing your best self, and your girl knows this. So you're acting masculine and you're like, I'm getting better and better every day or every week or every month. If she knows this and you're doing everything right to keep her in love with you, I feel like that can stunt hypergamy a little bit, or moderately enough where she doesn't leave. I feel like that can happen. But you're right. You have to constantly reinvent yourself and get better and stronger and try different haircuts, try different styles of clothing, definitely work out and get bigger and stronger, right? I told her that you didn't care about how I was. You broke up with me. She thought I would fight for her. Yeah, dude, that's a narcissistic behavior. You don't go out with a girl like that, Samuel. That shows me more about you than it does her. Why are you going out with a girl that's like that, dude? Is her beauty blinding you? Is that what it is? Do you want to have sex with her so much that you're like, oh my God, like fuck whatever she's like. I just want to touch her body. Like, you got to think about this stuff, dude. Like, why would you want to hang around a girl like that? Would you hang around a guy that's like that? Like, would you hang out with a friend that talks to you and treats you like that? Like, bro, why don't you call me anymore? Oh, you're supposed to call me. You're supposed to fight for me, fight for our friendship. Would you talk to a dude like that? No. Like, obviously, that's not the same thing because, like, love, right? Love exists, but try to have the perspective. It's like, why would you treat a woman any differently? She needs to be normal and willing to, you don't fight for me. Like, it's immature as fuck. Okay. You don't go out with a girl that's immature like that immature. The problem with us men is that we get physically and emotionally involved in our relationships. The more we begin to forget that our women and women in general are not our friends. Yeah. Thank you. The girl I was seeing was Muslim. What do you think about that? She asked me out. Then the next time she says she didn't mean it. I think it's just she might not be reading the lines. It doesn't matter what culture she is. I mean, let me get this out of the way. Obviously, there are going to be certain things that men and women do depending on what they do culturally. But when it comes to attraction, that is beyond culture. Okay? If a Muslim woman can be attracted to anybody. White guy, black guy, Spanish guy, doesn't matter, right? Attraction is not a choice. It's just there. If she asked you out and then she said she didn't want if she asked you out, right? And then she's like, I can't. Her parents might have found out about it. So if you're, I have Muslim friends, and you know, it's just the parents can be very guarded, or you know, they don't want their daughters to be dating white guys or whatever. But it's up to her. But she'll eventually, if you're in North America, then you're gonna be all right. She'll, you know, her parents want her to marry. Her parents, you know, they're very cultural like that, right? That's one thing that's cool about them is like when you hang out with them, they're very close, right? Like they almost like some of the friends that I was friends with when I used to work at my old job, like their friends were coming to visit them every day, right? I met a fucking gem. She has a sense of humor, beautiful, and her wits are what drew me. Cool. She has morals and a golden heart with a normal family, and she's so mature. What made me break up? Here I go. Oh, God. Genuine desire can never be negotiated. Never forget it. Women don't think the way that we do. That's why most divorce counseling fails. You cannot negotiate genuine desire. Exactly. You can't. Even people, look, even people, women that are in relationships of like 10, 15 years and they're married, some guy's going to come across into her life and he's going to just, her pussy's going to get wet for him. I mean, it's just genuine desire, right? I mean, he's going to say everything right. He's going to do everything right. He's going to say all the right things, and she's going to be like, God damn, like I'm married right now. Right? It happens every day. So we're about an hour into it. I might get off in about what, 10 minutes, fellas? The girl said she left me because I said she wasn't being nice to someone. What do you think? She's like 20, so I thought she wasn't interested and wanted to move on. Were you being mean to somebody in front of her? Did you guys go on like a restaurant date and you were like an asshole to the waitress? Are you one of those guys? Like, give me the context. You know what I'm saying? Don't tell me the situation. What the hell did you say or what did you do? Right? No, I told her she wasn't being nice. Oh, sorry, I read that wrong. The girl said, okay. I'm sorry. The girl said she left me because I said she wasn't being nice to someone. Dude, like, you guys are getting so hung up on small things. If that girl's not interested, move on. You're wondering why, like, this is how low guys' self-esteem is. Your self-esteem is so low that you're looking for everything wrong with you because a girl doesn't want you. Who cares? Most people aren't going to want you on this planet, right? That's the truth. If I were to take you and plop you in front of me, we went out. I'm downtown in my city right now. We went out and started getting some phone numbers. It's just a numbers game. Depending on your attraction level, how confident you are, and all that, you would get enough phone numbers and you're like, okay, if I asked out 100 girls and I got 20 phone numbers, out of those 20, 10 will sleep with you. It's a numbers game. Okay, YouTube is the same way. I know this doesn't really say the same thing, but if I come out with 500 YouTube videos that are done correctly, I'll get an audience. How about that? I didn't even come out with 500 videos for this channel, and I'm successful with this channel. I'm happy with it. You know what I'm saying? Everything is a numbers game. It's the 80-20 rule, right? It just, the results vary. But the more effort you put into something, like as your game gets better, right? As your game gets better, you're going to be like, oh, okay, I could have done that better. I could have done this better. I could have done that better. And then you'll get better and you'll get stronger and you'll get faster and you'll start thinking sharper. You'll be able to turn any situation into a good one with a woman, right? She'll test you. She'll say something like, don't pussies only drink that kind of beer? And you say, you can come back and say something like, you could be like, I could outdrink you with the strongest beer in this place or strongest drink in this place. You just got to buy it for me. And she'll be like, oh, right? When she throws a test at you, when she throws a barb at you, she throws some sort of bullshit at you, you just deflect it back. Okay? Samuel says, I know it was her first relationship and I was her first in everything. We were together for 2.5 years, so you can imagine the damage. Yep, she was a good girlfriend, but childish. Okay. Well, I mean, in terms of her age doesn't really matter. Her age matters in terms of her maturity, but not really. Experience will give you more maturity. Okay. So life experience obviously comes with age, duh, right? We all know that. But relationship experience, I had a lot of relationship experience before I turned 25, right? Which got me to the place where I'm at now to teach you guys this stuff. And I started reading a lot of books and I started watching a lot of videos and I think, okay, I can do this stuff. So, I mean, in terms of what you're saying, Samuel, I mean, you being first in everything, you can imagine the damage for you or the damage for her, right? Are you upset about it? Had an argument about communication when she said I cut her off when she was trying to explain her point. I just found it hard not trying to correct her. Is there a good book about communication? You don't need a book about communication. Okay. How to Be a 3% Man. I have it over here in the corner. Talks about everything with communication, but okay. Jonathan, if you were trying to explain something to me and I kept cutting you off, would you like that? No. Communication is about putting the other person before you. Okay. It's about being selfless. Okay. That's communication. Communication is saying, now it takes two to tango, right? If the other person's not listening to your points, is why you just don't argue with women, because you're never going to get very far. You can win arguments. Don't let anybody ever tell you that men can't win an argument. They can. Men just, I can't believe that's still rhetoric that goes around. But anyway. No. The only rule of communication is listen. You have 2 ears and 1 mouth. Listen, okay? Listen first. Let her get her shit out. So if she's upset, okay, let her get it all out. She's an emotional creature. Let her get it out. Let her blow off steam. Take it like a champ. And then when you want her to do something, you don't try to change her mind. You change her emotions. Okay? If you want your girl to do something, right? A good thing you can do is like, say there's something that she loves, sushi. Okay. Say she loves sushi, but you want your girlfriend to do a really big favor for you. Okay. That's something that's pretty hefty. Like you say, if you do me this favor, I will buy you sushi or whatever she likes. If she likes back rubs. If she likes if she likes certain things, do the whatever she likes, do that for her. If you are finding yourself that, you're not having good communication and it just keeps getting worse and worse, bring it up. Bring up the fact that your communication is shit right now and you guys need to talk about it, but talk about it when you guys have cool heads. You guys are going to say shit to each other like, you just don't listen to me. Like, neither do you. And it's just going to go on to that shit. And first, you come forward with a good little tactic you can do in a relationship, Jonathan, is say shit like, okay, I suck at listening. I know this, and I'm trying to get better. That's going to open up the door for her to be like, okay, you're admitting that you suck at something. Therefore, it's not so bad if I admit that I am too. Depends on her, though. She's a fucking asshole, then she's going to be like, yeah, you do. Fuck you, bitch. Right? So you have to understand that communication is just about listening first. Let her get all her points out first and then go forward from there. Becoming long distance. Okay, there's something else I missed. Well, she knows my deepest insecurities and she still cares and genuinely wants me. But we have different goals and marriage in her mind someday. In my darkest moment of fear in the future, it becoming long distance and we're probably breaking up when we're even closer, maybe push her away. I regret it so much. You let fear get in the way of your relationship, bro. We're still close because neither of us wants it. Otherwise, it would have been devastated. Okay. Again, that's a big problem, isn't it? Like, so many guys are so fearful. Dude, relationships aren't supposed to be about stressful shit. Thinking of the future is not cool, guys. It's not your jobs. If she's thinking about marriage, okay, if your girlfriend at the time keeps dropping marriage bombs, like, I want to marry you, just be like, okay, I must be some hot shit. Okay? Dude, like, you probably get so anxious and like all fucking in your head. Stop thinking of the future. Read the book, The Power of Now. Immediately read that book. I apologize if I screamed in your ears just now. Read that book right now before you even ask me another question. Because you're so in your fucking head. You're like, look what happened. I don't want to rant anymore, but I don't know. It should be thankful this ever happened sooner and later. Stop everything and take her back because you probably know how I feel right now. I mean, first of all, she knows your deepest insecurities, which means you guys had a conversation about the shit that you feel inside. So that's going to bring you guys closer, but you are going to be more attached to her because she knows those things. So you're going to overvalue what's already there. And then you're like, oh, we might become long distance or whatever. Different goals. If you have different goals, that's not a good alignment, right? You guys are obviously going to butt heads if you guys have different directions in life. And marriage is on her mind someday. In my darkest moment of fear of in the future, it might go long distance. Okay. Dude, just be in the moment, man. Be in the moment. That's the biggest thing that's the biggest lesson you have to learn from this, my friend. What if she's behaving dominantly and won't shut the fuck up with it? In what way, Bitfish? Will that improve if I'm any better in my status? I'm 28. She's 36. She's a walking problem, but we have a kid, and I put up with her, and we're off right now. I wouldn't be dating her without the kid, and I don't want to ruin shit for the kid, so I put up with her. But not sure if it's worth it. It's not worth it. Gerson, 1 sec. I'll get right to you. That kid, your child, I don't know if it's a boy or a girl, needs to see what true love is. Don't stay together for the kids. It's a bunch of bullshit. Staying together for the kids with two parents that hate each other. Do you think kids are stupid? Kids know. That kid's going to grow up and see mom gain all this weight because she fucking hates you. And you're going to be like, oh my God, fuck this bitch. You guys are going to hate each other. You don't stay together for the kids. That kid needs to see. My younger sister's got custody of the kid. Still, that kid needs to see what true love is. What two parents that love each other, what's that look like? If it's a stepmom and a stepdad, in terms of you moving on and finding another girl, she's got to see what that looks like. You're her dad, right? So you are obviously not happy. I wouldn't be dating her without the kid. We don't actually hate each other, but we're both stubborn autists. Okay. So you don't like her. So why are you still with her? It's as simple as that. I don't understand. She's a walking problem. She's 36 years old, and if she's a walking problem, that means at 36, she's not trying to solve her problems. So if she's 36 years old and she's not trying to solve her problems, what are you doing with her? You're 28. I don't get it. I don't understand. Why are you still with this woman? Is it because you don't think you can find another girl because you have the kid? Figure it out. Okay, here's another thing that parents do, and Bitfish, this is something that you need to understand. You come before your kid. Do you understand that, right? Because there is another saying, all this crap going around saying your kids come before you. No, they don't. You come first, then your kid. You need to take care of yourself and yourself emotionally and mentally and physically so you can be the best parent to that kid. Taking care of yourself every day is just daily habits. It's not hard, right? So you need to do that. Okay? That's really important. You need to take care of yourself before your child. So if you're unhappy with this woman, that's a problem. You need to solve that problem. And the older that you get, the more stuck you're going to be. Make the tough decision and say, look, we can't be together. And fight for custody of your kid. Work on yourself every day. Be good for yourself first, right? Make your money. Get in good shape, whatever. Okay? And if you're stubborn motherfucker, work on that. Why be with a woman? Okay? %, the airplane life mask. Did I miss something? Oh, I need to stretch. I need to skip. I have my skipping rope. Oh, no, it's at the apartment. Fuck. I'll become long distance in a few months because she'll be studying away. It'll take that at least for the year. It'll be like, okay, have your relationship, and when she needs to leave, let it go. You're so worried about future unnecessary pain, quote unquote. Dude, like, have fun while she's around. Not every relationship is meant to last, bro. So why have this negativity unnecessarily? Okay. Who knows what's going to happen? That's why you have to live in the now. Who knows what's going to happen, bro? You could make her fall so deeply in love with you, she doesn't want to leave. You ever thought about that? How about showing up every day and just being like, hey, let's go have some fun, babe. Like, what's going on? Have a good attitude about it. Don't be so worried about future pain. You don't even know what's in the future. You could die tomorrow, bro. Stop. Oh, the light. Oh, fuck. Ayo, I missed that. That went right over my head, bro. The airplane. Right. You're supposed to put the mask on yourself first, then your kid. I get that. Right. I remember that. That's where so many parents get it wrong. You could only be your best for your child, being best for yourself. You come first. I don't get where that comes from. This overvaluation of children coming first. I don't get that. That pisses me off. Like, you made your child. Just because you love that child more than you love yourself does not mean that your child comes first. Like, if you're broke piece of shit, do you think that you're giving your child the best life that you can give her or him? No. Bitfish, is your kid a girl or a boy? I don't know if that was specified at all. This is going to be important for you. One-year-old boy. What's up, Green? How you doing, bro? Okay, Bitfish. Your son needs a strong masculine father, especially with the feminized world we're living in. By the time he's 18 years old, it's going to be 2038. Things are going to be different, bro. By 2040, they're going to be able to extend our lives by like permanently, they say. Okay? They're doing it in rats and mice right now. They're extending their lives by like 20% or 30% or something like that. So in order for you to be able to teach your son how to survive in this world in a highly feminized environment, don't you think you need to be the best father you can be? Don't you think that you have things to work on? Right? If you know that you're stubborn and you're 28, so you had your baby at 27. Sorry, you got her pregnant when you were 27. So, dude, your son, like, where your pillars right now, your health, wealth, personal development, your relationships, and your social circle, they all need to be good, dude. You need to be working on those things as much as possible. Especially finances. Do you understand how expensive it is? I'm sure you know this. I don't have a baby, but I know that it's expensive to have a kid. It's a lifetime investment. Everything that you know will go into that boy. Everything. Including all the bad shit about you. Do you want that? If you know that you suck in certain areas of your life, do you want that going into that baby? Do you want that? Do you really want the negative things about you being instilled into your child? No, then get rid of them. It's all about daily habits, Bitfish. What are you doing every day? Man, work on your mind. You got to read some books. Teach that kind of stuff to your boy. If I had a son, I would be all over him so he knows how to survive in this world and not make a lot of money, because money makes things a lot easier. Okay? So I really hope that you're not one of those fathers that sits at home and plays video games all day, trying to escape from life because it's easy. I know too many of those people. When you get home from work or whatever you do to make money, you better be extending and expanding your mind. Read The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle. It'll make you a much better person because you're going to start living in the now. You're going to start wanting to. It's hard to listen to because it might put you to sleep, but read the book. Listen to it. I have it on my Audible. It's difficult at first because you're going to start finding yourself constantly thinking of the future because you're now aware of how much you're doing it, right? Always live in the now, in the present moment. Exactly, Rob. It's hard. It's really hard to do because if you're lacking in your life, you're going to want to constantly want more. But if you want more out of life, it automatically makes you feel like you're lacking something now, which you're not, right? So if you're broke, be a broke, good parent, okay? And then work on not being broke. I signed up for a course in programming Android apps, 120 days starting in March. Cool. Everyone's like, Bitfish, that's cool. I'm proud of you. Awesome. That takes action, bro. when you actually learn how to make these Android apps, because I know you can make money doing that, make hundreds or thousands of apps. You know, I know it's okay. I get it. I'm not in that field. Okay. Do it every day till you're successful. I do YouTube every day, and I'm going to be, I'm on my other channel. I have a playlist that's all mapped out, ready to go for my path to $1,000. And I'm going to literally like show all my sales and stuff and how I did everything. Teach your kids about honor and virtue, because there sure isn't a lot of people teaching that nowadays, which is a huge shame. Klaus, very true, bro. Hope I pronounced your name correctly. That was just in a tweet that I just said. 10 virtues that are lost. I'll retweet it. I'll read it again. Courage, integrity, modesty, commitment, honor, loyalty, discipline, discernment, humility, and authenticity. Everyone's fake as fuck, right? Here's another tweet that's amazing. This is, again, why you need to live in the now. This tweet starts with, you're perpetually dwelling on what you don't have, never on what you do have. This is called gratitude. Your thoughts are never where you are, but where you're not. Your life is a distraction. You've mastered it. This is why unhappiness is your fate. Time to unlearn what you've mastered. Fuck, like that's one of those things that kind of blows you away. It's like everyone's so good at not being grateful. Be grateful. What's your other channel name? I'll just post it in here for you, because I don't think you can find it if you search it. Google might not have indexed it yet or YouTube might not have put it in there yet, but I'll get it for you. Just give me a second. My channel. There we go. Here we go. It's right here. That's the only option I found so far that's actually interesting to me. Cool. Awesome. Awesome. Get to work, right? The market does not care about anything except what it can get from you. Deliver what people want. I love your talk, but our relationship is more based on long-term, always sticking together than short lovers. We'll still be close friends now. Isn't it better this way due to our differences? I mean, I can't speak for you. If you want to go that route, you can. I wouldn't. Like, our relationship is more based on long-term, aka you both want something long-term, but the circumstances of your lives are not serving that to you. Like, that's the definition of forcing something. You're trying to put a round peg in a square hole, or whatever that saying is. So you're going to stay close friends. Okay, that's fine. But dude, like, she could still find another guy to be with. Do you really want to be her friend? Like, I'm not saying you can't talk to her and whatever. Be friendly, but don't be her friend. Every time you talk to her, be like, hey, like, I'm thinking about you, right? Or whatever. But don't stop dating other girls and you know, live this fantasy. Like, this girl is going off to study abroad and she's going to wait for you and all this shit. Excuse my excessive confusion. Look, I understand, bro. It's hard to accept. It's hard to hear that and be like, oh my God, like, how is this a positive thing? I get it. I know it's difficult, bro. And I don't envy you in your situation. But like I said, you can't go forcing something if it's just not right. If she's going to go study abroad, you either start a long distance relationship, which you know never works, or y'all break up and go your separate ways and come back together in the future. Who knows what'll happen? You don't know. Don't focus on that. Focus on what you have now. You're still stuck in the future, bro. We're like you literally said it in I love it, but our relationship is based on more long term. You don't even know that. Like, how long have you guys been dating for? Did you say? Hold on. How long? Yeah, you didn't say. How long did you guys even date for? Can't be that long because I think you were talking to me about your problems like a couple months ago with your ex, another girl that broke up with you. What, a few months maybe? That's the definition of being relationship focused, bro. Like, you're not following the 6-month probationary period rule for one. Like, unless it's been 6 months, I can't even remember. But even though, you're still not facing the facts that this relationship just isn't going to work out because of the circumstances. My opinion is literally, it's based off of pure logical facts. Yours is based off of emotion. You're emotionally attached to this woman. Anyway, I know that's not the shit you wanted to hear, but I'm not going to tell you things that you always want to hear. I'm going to tell you what you need to hear. But I am out of here, boys and girls. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Go follow me on my other channel, Kyle the Content Marketer. I'm also starting a reaction sort of media channel where I do reactions and music and shit like that too. I'll start that and put that here for you guys to come hang out and follow and whatever. But that'll be great because doing something different is always good for me. When I get too used to something, I get bored of it and don't want to do it anymore. And I need to mix it up. So you guys will be seeing more of me in different ways, which is good. I don't know if there's anything I wanted to say. 4 intense months. Yeah. So for you, Stefan or Steven, however you pronounce your name, in my opinion, dude, the way that you view relationships and women and how fast you fall in love and all this stuff, you need to like think about that kind of stuff, dude, and why you fall in love so quickly and like reserve yourself a bit. You guys, like, you've been in this situation twice in a row. Take a break from dating chicks for a while. Focus on yourself for a bit. Like, this relationship's not going to work out very well, obviously. You can't force it to happen unless she stays, right? But if she's hard set on going and studying abroad, you can't make her stay. Can't force her to love you. Long distance doesn't work. Think about it, dude. I broke it up. I already did the logical step, just suffering the emotional strings. Well, I mean, you're right. You did. But obviously you're rethinking everything and you're hurt over it and whatever, and your mind's all fucked up. But you made the right choice. You're close friends now. But I mean, you don't just go from loving somebody to close friends. It doesn't happen that way. You love her still, right? Think about that kind of stuff and meditate on it and focus on it. Why do you keep finding this happening to you? Right? Read. Update your belief system. Come hang out tomorrow. I'm doing this every day. Between the hours of probably, it'll be a lot more set in stone in the beginning of February when I'll be doing this every day, the exact time. But until then, it'll be between the hours of like 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time till like 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I know that doesn't work well for a lot of you guys, but Until February, that's when I'll know. My girlfriend quit her job, and basically she's going to be at home complete full time, which means I'm going to have complete control of the car, which means blah, blah, blah. Any advice for a 40-year-old single guy? Hit me up on Instagram. We can talk there. Or Twitter. Do you know what my handles are? I should bring some music in here. Anyway, I'll catch you guys later. It was a good stream. It's been my Instagram. I'll show it to you here, so everyone else can see it. Wherever I put it, there we go. So that's it there. Okay. All right, guys. I'll see you tomorrow, probably around the same time, something like that. Salute.